That was wonderful. Our first place winner is Jessica Soloman, and her essay is entitled Survivor of the I'm Better Than You. She's from Cogachog Regional High School, and her teacher is Chris Nystrom. I'd like to invite up her legislator, Senator Meyer, and Representative Kokoruda. In her essay, Jessica calls out the need for women to work together, not against one another, and I know we all certainly feel that today. So again, please join me in welcoming and congratulating Jessica Soloman.
When you think of the most pressing issue facing young women today, you think of the obvious: the right to choose, discrimination in the workforce, and body image, to name a few. But what we have failed to realize is that these pressing issues run much deeper than that. Characteristics such as loyalty, trust, and respect have almost completely dissipated from the society that makes up young women today. In a world where women should be uniting as one for the same common goals, the opposite has actually occurred, resulting in women turning against each other. Competition among women has been instilled since birth and completely rejects everything that the word feminism stands for. When I think of feminism, I think of an unspoken sisterhood, linked together by the sole purpose of being a woman, being strong, being powerful. Well, if this is a sisterhood, then we must be one extremely dysfunctional family. The way I view it, it all starts off in preschool, when you and your buddy are fighting over the new kid Jimmy on the playground. Then you go off to those awkward middle school years filled with braces, breakouts, and teen heartthrobs. But these are the years when the cliques start forming. You figure out the cool from the uncool, and you most certainly know which group you want to be in. But high school? Well, that's just the worst. These are the years when the monsters that were once under your bed are suddenly lurking the halls in the form of the classic mean girl. Whether it's because of envy or just pure hatred, girls have found many ways to bring each other down. A girl could have everything she wants, like excellence in theater, a popular boyfriend, or good grades. However, many people view that as not fair and decide to tear her down until she's nothing. By doing such horrific actions, we lose our worth. Attributes such as kindness, friendliness, and respect suddenly are nowhere to be seen. Now that I'm a high school senior, I can definitely look back and see how I've been affected by similar situations in my life. I can easily take myself back to sophomore year where getting a casual ew from the upperclassmen girls in the hallway became the norm. The problem here is, when people focus on the topic of feminism, they concentrate on equal worth to men. But how can we have equal worth to men when we are so consumed by hurting one another instead? Contrary to what many believe, high school isn't the end-all to this cattiness among women. In fact, I believe it gets worse. Suddenly, it's not about the shoes you wear or who you're taking to prom, but it's about how big your front porch is and if you have a 3-car garage or not. We compete and compete and compete. Instead of calling it the survival of the fittest theory, I like to call it the survival of the I'm better than you and I'm going to make sure you know it theory. What makes this already detrimental cycle even more so is when women begin to indirectly teach their children to follow these actions. Suddenly it's your child that you begin using as the object to compete with. Women have it in their heads that if the neighbor's daughter is playing the violin, scoring in soccer, and #1 on the chess team, then their daughters have no other option than to do the exact same. In order to restore values back into society, we need to put a stop to the wasted energy that goes directly to competing against one another. We want the equal treatment and pay that men get. We want the media to stop creating an ideal woman that we should aspire to be. And we want the ability to make decisions for ourselves. We want all these things, but what we fail to realize is that no results can be achieved if we can't work in a cohesive manner with a united front. Although it sounds cliche, we need to put the energy spent worrying about each other to better use by focusing on ourselves. It is my belief that if we restore loyalty, trust, and respect back to the society that makes up young women, we can achieve anything.
Jessica, Representative Kokoruda and I are so proud to be here with you today. And I want to read you just 2 sentences from her essay again, because it's worth hearing it again. She says, "When I think of feminism, I think of an unspoken sisterhood." And she says in the end something that is so great to hear. I want to just read you the last sentence again. She says, "It is my belief that if we restore loyalty, trust, and respect back into the society that makes up young women, we can achieve anything. That's great. Jessica, Representative Cogruta and I, and you actually have two other legislators representing Durham too, Senator Fasano and Representative Candelora, who couldn't make it today. But Representative Cogruta and I are very pleased to be here today. But the four of us went to the leadership of the state legislature, the General Assembly here, and we asked for a citation in honor of what you achieved. And here it is, okay, for the four of us. Be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut General Assembly offers its sincerest congratulations to Jessica Soloman in recognition of winning first place in the Young Women's Leadership Program Essay Contest. Your remarkable essay expressing your belief in the most pressing issue facing young women today exhibited the intellect, the thoughtfulness, and passion that Connecticut will need in its next generation of leaders. It is young women like you who will help unite this state to advance the cause of women everywhere. The entire membership extends its very best wishes to you on this memorable occasion and expresses the hope for your continued success. And it's signed this 13th day of March 2013 here in the state capitol by the President of the Senate, Don Williams, by the Speaker of the House, Brendan Sharkey, and by the Secretary of the State, Denise Merrill. So we give that to you.
I just want to add a few words. Congratulations to both of our essay winners. And Jessica, when I read your essay, Senator Meyer is so right. You know, we've sat here today and listened to all the advancements of women in the last 40 years, and it's been remarkable. But we've also heard how much more we need to do, and every day we need to do. And I think what Jessica told us in her essay today is it starts with us. It starts with us working together. And, boy, you pointed it out from third grade up, that we need to start working together. And the trust and the loyalty and the respect, it's for everybody, but women have to start with each other day one. Thank you. Great, great essay.